White starts with e4 and black responds with e5. Now we will play a less common move, knight to c3. If black plays knight f6, we will play f4, attacking the central pawn. Now the possible continuations from here are e takes f4, knight to c6, d6 and d5. Let's look at them one by one. If black takes the pawn, then we simply push our e-pawn. The knight is attacked and it has no safe squares left to go to. So black has to retreat the knight back to g8. To stop queen h4 check, we will play knight to f3. If black tries to get rid of this e-pawn and plays d6, then we will not capture the e-pawn. Instead, we will play d4, solidifying our center. If black captures our e-pawn, we will not recapture and will play bishop to b5 check. Blocking with the pawn is most obvious. We will slide our bishop back to c4. If black captures our d-pawn too and attacks our knight, we will capture his f-pawn by our dark square bishop. If black captures the knight, then we will play bishop takes f7 check. If the king captures the bishop, black loses its queen. If black does not capture the bishop and plays something like king to e7, then we will play queen to e2 check. Black has to capture the bishop, and after this, we will play knight to e5 check. If the king goes back anywhere to the e-file, black loses the queen due to the discovered check, and if the king moves to f6, then we will sacrifice our bishop by playing bishop to h5 check. Black has to capture or he will lose the queen. After the capture, we will play knight to f7, forking the king, queen and the rook. But what if in this position, black plays queen to e7, pinning the pawn to the king? Then we just simply play queen to e2, unpinning the pawn. The knight has to retreat and we will play knight f3. If black tries to attack our pawn by playing d6, then we will play knight to d5, attacking the queen. If the queen moves to d7, knight takes e7 check. If queen captures, then pawn takes d6 wins the queen. If in this position, black does not play d6 immediately and plays knight to c6, then we will play d4, solidifying our center. And whenever black plays d6, we will jump to d5 with our knight. What if black declines the gambit with d6? The idea remains the same. Castle on the king side and make use of the f-file to initiate the attack. But what if black plays knight c6 and does not take the f-pawn? Then we will capture the e5 pawn and attack the knight. The other knight recaptures and we will play d4 attacking this knight too. The knight retreats and we will play e5 chasing away the other knight. Knight goes back to g8 and we will develop our knight and bishop and try to use the open f-file for our attack. But what if the black declines the gambit with d5? d5 is considered the best move for black in this position. The move you need to remember here after the following sequence of moves is queen to f3, developing the queen and then developing the bishop to initiate the attack. But what if black did not play knight f3 in the beginning and plays knight c6? Then we will develop our bishop on c4, and if black does the same with their dark square bishop and develops it to c5, then here are some cool tricks for white. You will play queen to g4, striking the g7 pawn. Most players will play queen f6. Then we will play knight to d5, attacking the queen. Even if he takes our f2 pawn, we are still threatening to capture both the rooks, and after that, we can win the game easily.